Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Four Letter Nerd. This is a Hyrule Geek X Unlimited production. We're back this Wednesday to talk to you with the final installment of our film rankings. Now, as most of you know, we've already done 2 shows on this, and there's a little bit of controversy, but it's okay. It's okay. We talked it out. We talked about it. We worked things out. We've only got one S tier ranking. We've got one F minus ranking, and it is well deserved. And there's been a little bit of, roasting of each other's, favorite franchises. But hey, it wouldn't be the Four Letter Nerd if we didn't roast each other's franchises. I mean, come on now. But as you all know, I am never here by myself. I'm always here with Trouble himself. He's currently eating and snacking and drinking in the green room. But that's okay. We're going to give him his time. I think he's ready now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, let me welcome to you the man who's co-hosting with me today, Mr. Michael. Why is he here? Because we can't get rid of him, Mayhem. Oh, he's not bringing it? Wow, you're going to let me bring you in and everything. Wow. Look at you being good. Where was this Mayhem last week?
First of all, I want.
Oh, it looks like he had to go.
Karma's gonna get you, okay?
No. That is your karma, sir. For last week, don't even play with.
That's for you coming from my girl Mia talking about it's not nice to share, okay? She couldn't help it. She's just a baby.
No. I said sometimes it's okay not to share. She had COVID and did not share it with me, so it's okay not to share.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, it's a pleasure to be back on this show as usual. Yes, I definitely have to agree. This show is definitely one where we get on each other's choices. Like, I don't think we either agree or we got opinions. and they're either strong, right? It's either strong opinions or it's just like, actually, But no, I like to think that we're harsh movie critics to an extent, but also too. Like
it's fair.
I think we're fair. I think we're fair. And I don't think Hollywood has made like really as much S tier movies as it thinks it does. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Let's just take a span of 10 years. I think Hollywood has been like, yo, we released 100 movies every year that was S tier, and we're like, more like 10.
Are 15. You sure about that?
Right,
Are you sure about that?
Maybe 20 on a good year,
Right.
Even like you look at something like the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, not all movies were S tier. Like Winter Soldier, definitely S tier, I think.
God, yes.
Civil War, if it's not S tier, it's definitely A+. I'd give it that, but then and
then you got things like Thor: The Dark World.
Right. And I think that's like a hard extreme from very good to very bad, right? But if you want to like kind of go in the middle, right? Hear me out, right? So right. I think a really good middle one would be Captain America, the First Avenger, right? That's not an S tier movie. That's B, but it's good. If you want to B, possibly C, that's bad. Age of Ultron, which was a good movie, but it's just the way it came out. It's just great acting too. Great acting. And ironically, this might be it's one of the most important movies because you look at that Captain America trying to lift the hammer of Mjolnir, and that comes back later in Endgame. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So I just use that as an example. I don't think Hollywood has as many S tiers, and not for nothing, we need that more. And it's hard for me to say that because if we keep getting S tier movies, then nothing will be S tier and it'll lose its originality.
Once everyone's super. No one's super.
Love the Incredibles. But then at the same time, give us some A+ stuff at least. Right. A lot of A+, and then every now and again a gem. But that's my rant. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
There, exactly. Look, I feel you on that. Mm-hmm. It's okay to put out your C tier movies. That we need those. We need less D and F tier movies because, dear Lord. And the bad part is the D and F tier movies are the ones that cost all the money. I'm sorry, there's a certain movie that literally just came out 2 weeks ago, and that's going to be on digital streaming at the end of this month. And everyone said, don't make a sequel to it. And did they listen? No.
What movie is this?
Joker, Folie à Deux. It's
that bad as releasing this early.
Yes.
Yo, I already got hood release, but yo,
yes. Within 1 month span, it went to theaters, left theaters, and going to digital release.
Damn. Listen, I think there's a lot of things to be learned from this. First of all, I think certain movies which are going to be bad should be released digitally, straight to streaming service.
But now, the question is, what's a bad movie to you versus what's a bad movie to them?
They knew this. They were hoping that people would be surprisingly shocked and it would generate stream income, but people have been talking bad about it for the longest, right? Because honestly, Joker itself was a solid movie. It was a solid take on it. Was it Martin Scorsese that did that? Am I bugging? No. Who did it?
For that one moment.
Yeah. So while he's looking that up, and I want to make sure I want to give the props to whomever did that. So like, here it is. It was a really good movie, and then people were like, a second one with Lady Gaga, like, and I want to say the first wave of commercials generated interest, and then the second wave of commercials was just like, now.
It was directed by Todd Phillips, who also co-wrote it.
Todd, we need to have a talk.
Todd done that we will know.
So while he's looking that up, I want you to know that I'm not opposed to watching.
I see why this did not go well.
Okay, good.
So, although these are good movies, these are not exactly hard-hitting movies. He did Road Trip, Old School, Starsky and Hutch, the first Borat movie, All the King's Men, School for Scoundrels, The Hangovers, all 3 parts, Due Date, Project X, A Star is Born. Oh, wait, he did the first Joker.
Yeah.
What the hell was it? What the hell? So you do the first Joker, you know what everyone likes about that one, and that's not even the opposite side of the same coin. You went to a different bank with a different currency on that. What?
I don't know. So Martin Scorsese did a hero movie, and I'm trying to find that. But anyway, I don't have a problem with singing a movie. No. In fact, I'm looking forward.
I don't think Martin did. I think Martin Scorsese does not like.
He does not like. He said the Marvel Cinematic Universe is not art and whatever.
Yes,
he's being a big hater, right?
Yeah, he was being a very big hater. I don't think he's done any actual hero movie.
He did. He was on one, and
hold on,
he did. He was. If not, he was the whatever. He was doing something. While he's looking that up, I don't mind singing in a movie theater. I don't mind singing in a movie. Like, I'm excited to watch Wicked. Like, I can't wait to see that. But I just didn't think this had a place for it.
No, he's just not done any hero movies.
I feel all right. I'm gonna find it. It's something he did that was hero or superhero, superpowered, whatever adjacent. I'm telling you,
he does the serious stuff.
I feel you. He does. 100. Anyway, I'll look it up. You're right now until I can prove you otherwise. But yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna watch that. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Seeing how bad it was. I hope it's not bad. I hope it's really a misunderstood movie, and I hope that it's a simple criticism where like it was a good movie, it just shouldn't have been sung, something like that. I hope it's not like Lady Gaga can't act, which I doubt because she puts on performances.
It's Lady Gaga. She knows how to do things.
Right.
The closest thing he's done to a superhero movie is The Last Temptation of Christ.
Christ is all our superhero. Fair enough. I'm telling you, something that he did. I'll look it up.
Okay, you look it up. All right, while you do that, I'm going to go back over our list that we've already done so far.
Yes.
People can, if you got a really good monitor, you can zoom in on one side and you can see what's coming up a little bit. Well, I'm going to go back over where we put things on the last 2 episodes and go from there.
Big shout out to Burgie, Big Daddy Burgie.
Get that rest. Don't let work run you ragged.
Right. And then a cat, if you decide as well to rest, we love you. You're in our hearts. All that good stuff. Go ahead.
All right, so we've only got one S tier series or franchise, and that is the Infinity Saga for good reason.
I think yeah. I
Yeah,
think it's hard to put it in A, because even if you don't agree with one movie, there's another movie that brings it up, and it's too many
exactly.
moments. It's too many moments.
Too many moments, yes.
Mm,
And then we've got Star Wars, all three trilogies. Is all three trilogies or just two? No, wait, hold on. Nope, just the prequels and the original trilogy. There we go.
Fair enough. Yeah.
They're in A. And Phase 1, MCU, also in A. Breaking and Breaking 2, also A. And the
Mm-hmm.
Mummy series, minus the Scorpion King movies.
It was the first two, right? Yeah, the first two without the Dragon King. I think it
Yes.
was. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I
And then
agree.
for B tier, we've got Marvel Phase 2, which was a little bit of a rocky place for them.
We had some really good.
And then we've also got Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, both trilogies.
Yeah. The
And
phase.
then,
Mm-hmm.
and then we've got the Alien series.
Yeah.
I think
I,
is that including? I don't think that was including Romulus.
I think we did three. It was all
Let's
three.
see. Oh, yep. No, it's all 6 movies.
Oh, fair enough. Then okay, yeah. Yeah, no, B is, and unfortunately, this is me as an Alien fan saying this. B is arguably super generous. Because it could easily fall to C.
This is true. This is true. And then we've got the Bond series rounding out our B series.
The Bond series is so convoluted. Oh my
I
god.
know it's so
One,
convoluted
one of
in
these
so many
days,
places.
I think we should do a Bond episode. Like legit, it's
Just
gonna
rank
have
all the Bonds.
rank all the Bonds, go over it as to why. Um, we're gonna have to give our reasons and then talk about it afterwards because we're gonna be
There we
fighting
go.
each other. We're gonna be fighting each other. Um,
And Joe's gonna get mad at us, guaranteed.
Shout out to Joe. Oh snap! We were supposed to have somebody here. I totally forgot.
Oops,
Oops. Good.
it happens. All right, and then we've got C, and that is the Toy Story series for all four. How
Four.
many Toy Story movies are?
It's
Because the
four because
last
they're
one
coming out with five.
5, yeah, so 4. Because that Spork, that one was dumb.
Yeah, Spork with the one with the teddy bear thing. Oh no, he was afterwards.
No, that was 3. Teddy Bear's 3, Spork is 4. It was the road
Yeah, so
trip.
then it's four. So then it's four. Okay, okay.
Oh, and I was wrong. So Star Wars up there is just original trilogy. This is where the prequels live, is at C. And
Okay,
then
I
we've
see.
got the Matrix. Is it all 4 or just the one? Let's see.
I think we put all four. The
All
collection.
4.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
4.
Yeah,
Yep,
no,
all
I
4.
remember this. We
Because
said the first one was the best one, and
yep,
arguably the second one was okay,
the
but
third one was
it just
no,
got
and the fourth
confusing.
one was
The Wa-
God
the
no.
Wachowski siblings, whatever. I forgot how to say their name. I do apologize. The W siblings went off on a deep end. The first one was amazing. It was nice
Yes.
pacing, nice acting, good story. The second one was like, we're just gonna give you more action. What about the story? Can you clear that up?
Right?
Because I don't know why I'm here. Besides this bullet time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then for the D lists, we've got the post whatever you want to call the latest Star Wars trilogy, because
The last trilogy.
that's what happens when you let too many cooks in the pot. You get
Nope.
that.
The last trilogy. The purple room was dope. Get the purple room
Yeah.
fight.
Exactly. And then we've got Friday the 13th, all 10, 11 of those.
Yeah, no. I think after the first one is just no, after the first two, because the first one was his mom and then it was
Yep.
him.
Yep.
And that was it. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then they
we
did
got,
come out with a recent one where he actually runs. That was actually pretty good. But
really?
yes, I thought I told you guys.
Was it
He no longer shapeshifts and turns into clouds. He legit runs.
okay. Okay. I'm all right with that.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Major League 1, 2, and 3, which we all completely forgot about.
Mm-hmm.
Then the original Planet of the Apes,
I have so much hope for them.
right? And then for the F list, we've got the weird Shin saga that, yeah, no.
Well, everything with Shin we didn't like.
Yeah, we're like, no, that's no. And then, of course, Twilight's down in there because it's Twilight.
It's Twilight.
It's what happens when you make a fan fiction story written about a fan fiction story and turn it into a movie.
I heard the books were better, like 50 Shades of Grey. It's just the translation sucked balls.
I don't know.
Balls.
Avatar, never saw it, never want to see it. I watched Fern Gully. I'm good.
I made the mistake. I watched the first one and I'll be real with you. It's nothing but. You remember cotton candy?
As
You
in
know,
the food stuff or the movie?
cotton candy, the movie. That's a good.
That's a
That's a good
that's a
one.
movie.
Yes. Let me tell you what happens. Not an actual movie. What happens was cotton candy is a movie for you as a kid when you eat it, and
Mhm.
everything in the world goes wee, and then you come back down and you're like, what did I just go through? That's exactly Avatar. Like it's a dope.
Okay.
Visually, let's be real, it's visually stunning. Shout out to Sigourney Weaver for cashing that check. I see you, pimp. You know what I'm saying? You can't be aliens forever. I hear that, but at the same time, it's just it's fluff. It's fluff. That's my personal opinion. People
It
like
is
it, whatever. We
right.
have one out minus F.
You forgot about that, and it's okay. It's GI Joe. It's forgettable.
We had so much hope for that movie. We had so
Dear
much
God,
hope.
we
We
did.
had so much hope, and they kept showing that stupid bus scene as like a cinematic thing. It's like, oh, this is so cool, and it's like this is probably the best part of this trash movie,
I mean, look, when you
arguably.
blow the star up in the first 10 minutes of a movie, there's a problem. And then you realize that you did that. And then you have to go do reshoots to do another 10 minutes at the beginning of the movie to make the intro to the movie 20 minutes. And then the next hour of whatever the hell I don't even remember.
We just went over the list, and hopefully to keep us on track, we've got another person here, Katarina the Mascara.
Hi. Sorry, I'm late.
It's cool. It's a pleasure to
It's
have you.
okay.
We're adults. We do adult things.
We do. Life
Uh,
happens.
I
We
just
don't
want to
get
let you remind you that we have a minus F tier box where GI Joe is.
Wait a minute, G.I. Joe wasn't mine.
no. He said a minus F tier.
Oh, a minus F tier. Oh,
Yes, because
oh,
it was that bad.
okay.
It was that
And
bad.
somehow my trilogy didn't make it.
Why would your trilogy go down there?
Yeah, no, your trilogy's
I,
fine. It's
I don't
safe.
even remember what the trilogy was. What was it called? The one with the
Oh, the
Oh,
Godzilla.
Shin.
The
Oh my,
Yeah.
Shin
it's F.
series,
It's
the
F.
Shin
It's F.
saga. No,
Yeah,
that's F.
it's
Because
the first one online.
what the fuck?
It's the first one
It's
online.
F for what the fuck.
All right, let's do this. Let's
All
get
right,
into
so
it.
are
Okay.
you ready?
Yes.
I'm throwing back to
No,
the
but
past.
yes, let's go.
Oh, damn. Yes or no? I don't know.
Yes.
But we're gonna go to the past, and I know who picked this one because I would have picked it too. And we're gonna go with the American Ninja Saga. Let's go. Oh, y'all can't go quiet. Come on now, you can't go quiet now.
You know what? How many movies was that? Was that
5,
5D?
but not all of them starred Michael Dudikoff.
Yeah, D immediately. D immediately. Immediately. I
See,
think
and I was gonna put it at C for the nostalgia factor, but no, B it is.
the
All right,
American.
so let's see.
B it
We've
is.
got Michael Dudikoff. Oh, he came back. So he left for 3, came back for 4, and then was done in 5. Okay.
I think I saw. I'm not even gonna hold you. I think I saw maybe 2 movies, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell they were about.
It was very similar to Kickboxer, where he's getting trained by the ninjas to seek for the honor of the people training him to go get the guy that beat up or killed other people. For those 2.
We used
I
to
don't
have.
know what these 3 are about.
We used to have these kung fu movies that did the same exact story that was better and made more
Yes.
memorable. And
Yes.
horrible dubbing, but great choreographed, great story, great acting, arguably. D, please, forever now. D.
Yes, I agree with Kat that it could have been C for the nostalgia factor.
I think you're being
But
nice.
yeah, no, it goes to D.
Yo, you
Yeah,
even
yeah.
it. First of all, the ratings on this is trash. But if you look at the first American Ninja, it's it's an American flag in the back. It's a guy in combat boots with a sword facing another guy in black, supposedly a ninja. And so, like, this is such a trash movie that they
Okay.
like.
Okay. All right. That's fine. You already gave it a C.
All right.
First of all, reviews are only accurate if I agree with them. Otherwise, they are basura.
Oh, oh.
Because
Number
okay,
5
and
has
this is
Pat
the thing,
Morita.
like objectively, and I know we've had this conversation before. Objectively, we can all agree that a movie is bad, like it's not a good movie. But that doesn't mean that it isn't enjoyable, and it doesn't like hit a certain part of your psyche in the right way, right? Like I don't know.
It's a lot of 5 stars from different people. But shout out but shout out to Steve James for being in it. I love Steve James. I didn't know that was his actual name. I loved him as an actor. Go ahead. D.
All right, so yeah, you
maybe
will
F.
not get no argument from me on that one.
American.
Oh, here's a good one. Yeah. So we already rated the original trilogy of this up at A because the first 2 are super solid movies. The third one is okay, so it got an A. So next 3 that probably should not have been made. Tell me, where shall we put the Scorpion King trilogy?
D. I didn't even know there were other movies. I didn't know there were other movies. D. Let me see. Can you open that?
Can we put that in F minus?
You know what?
The only thing that I would say to keep it out of F minus is that the first one was okay. The next 2 should not have been made because these are literally WWF movies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, F. 100%. The F is for fantastic. Put them there.
Because as you can see, they put different wrestlers in the lead role every time.
No.
Yeah.
Except for the last one. It was Billy Zane? What?
Billy
What?
Zane.
Billy Zane, Ron Perlman, and Victor.
Billy Zane, I don't know what you're doing. I
Westner.
don't know what you're doing in life, especially for movies.
Same
But
as
can
mine.
you please convince them to make another Tales from the Crypt Demon King? Was it Demon King? Was it Demon King? Oh my god, I forgot the stupid movie. But I need that. Hold on. Billy Zane for Tales from the Crypt. Yeah, Demon Knight.
Yeah.
Not
Demon
Demon Knight.
Knight. Yes.
Demon
Yeah,
Knight.
okay.
Demon Knight. Yes. Which excellent movie.
100%. If we got that on the list, which is not because it's not a series, S. That's an S tier movie. That is an S tier movie.
That was a good movie. I will not fault you on that.
Demon King. Yeah. Demon Slayer, Demon King, Demon Knight.
Demon
all these
Knight,
things.
Demon War. They're demons. That's all we know. All right. So next up, we're going with the septology
Goddamn
of
demon.
Die Hard.
Not a Christmas movie.
B.
Wait, it's septology? There's 5 movies?
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
sextology. Sextology. There's 6.
Anyway, B.
Sick.
The Madam is spoken.
Hold on, let me Die Hard movie. I'm gonna go over the list first of all.
Well,
The
this
first
only has
one.
the first. This one only has the first 5. I apologize.
So Die Hard, the first one was I think a classic.
Yo,
Die Hard 2. It was pretty good. I think Die Hard 2 was pretty good. Die Hard with a Vengeance. No.
you mean Lethal Weapon 3 or
Right.
2? It was either 2 or 3 that one was supposed to be. Hence the reason we got Samuel L. Jackson in it.
Fair enough. Because they couldn't bring Carl Winslow anymore. Crazy.
Yep.
Then you have Live Free or Die Hard or Good Day to Die Hard.
B.
I will admit, I did not watch number 5. I stopped at number 4.
I forgot what 5. I think I
I
watched.
don't know if I watched number 5, but I definitely watched the first 4 and B. Overall, B.
I can agree with B.
That's when he tracks down his estranged son in Moscow.
Yes, and they do the fire sale, and because
Good
they
Day to
hacked
Die
the-
Hard is that one?
Yes, A
Free
Good Day
Die-
to Die Hard. Yeah, that's the 5th one.
Oh, yeah, that's the one where he tracks his son. And Live Free is the one where they had the hacking of the White House and the fire sale.
So 5 was modeled after Taken,
Mhm.
and 4 was modeled after that one where it's like something
One of-
bird down, whatever that.
One of the down ones where they raid the White House.
White
There's-
House, yeah.
There's 3 of those movies, and this was the
Mm.
4th one in that vein. Yes.
And there's another one, Die Hard Year 1. Oh no, that's just McLean. Okay. You said B?
Mm-hmm.
I said B repeatedly.
I know.
The first
To be
2
clear.
elevated up to B. This one keeps it.
The
in
first 2,
B,
I think.
B plus.
Okay.
These 2 can be A by themselves.
Okay. I think
This
the first
brings it
one.
down to B plus.
I think the first one is an S tier movie.
Yes.
Okay. I think we can agree on that one. The
Okay.
second one, what was that one? How did that end?
That's the one on the boat. Or is that, wait, hold on. No, that's the one where they crash in Canada and they dropped a sign on him because they're in the truck trying to go over the border. Because
That one was like an A.
So Die Hard is Nakatomi Tower. The second
Yeah.
one is the airport. The
Right.
third one
the
is the one
airport.
with Samuel L. Jackson.
That's
Mhm.
right. That's the truck in the boat on that one.
Samuel L. Jackson and Jeremy Irons, which is the
Mhm.
Die Hard with a Vengeance. Live Free or Die Hard is the one with his daughter, and then
Mhm.
A Good Day to Die Hard is the one with his son.
SBACC.
Which is why I think when you take all of those
No, she's
combined,
right. I'm gonna say she's
Yeah.
B. It's B. I'm gonna give
Yeah.
it B. It's like a B minus for me.
Yes, it's a B minus. I agree.
It's a
that's
B
fair.
minus.
That's fair. I can agree with that. But I think like the first three at least are so good that even as the other ones kind of, the other two did not need to be made, the first three scores are high enough to save.
Y'all make me
others.
want to watch these
Yeah.
movies all over again and be like, was
Right.
I smoking crack?
This is like The Mummy, where you only watch the first two. Like Die Hard, you only watch the first three.
Right.
Fair enough.
Right.
All right.
All right. So
Kat.
next up, because I wanted to be a jerk and not separate them, because we all had one version of this on there. We're going to do all 8 Spider-Man movies. All eight. All 8. One spot, one go. So we got Tobey Maguire, 1, 2, 3. We got Andrew Garfield, 1 and 2. And we've got Tom Holland, 1, 2, 3.
I'm going to say this out loud. Although impactful as it was, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is anywhere from B to C. I understand people love Doc Ock number 2. I was not impressed. I love the first one. I did like some of the scenes from the second one, but I like the first one better than the second one. The third one, we can all admittedly say super freaking trash.
Basura.
Great for selling movies, right?
Yes.
Cool. Although we're supposed to get an Andrew Garfield movie, I don't know if that's an actual thing that's happening.
That
but
would be nice. This is when the Spider-Man 3 is when Sony first started saying, "Oh crap, we have to keep making these movies in order not to lose the license."
So then,
And that's how we got Spider-Man 3 and 7 villains.
So with Andrew Garfield, with the Lizard, and who did he go against in the second one? Oh my God,
It was the
Jamie-
Lizard
Jamie
and
Foxx,
Jamie Foxx, Electro.
and some. Yeah, okay. So the first one was okay, it was decent. The second one was basura. The only thing people mostly, I think, remember is Gwen Stacy dying at the end of that. So immediately that gets a C for me, because even if you have a B, you have a D, so C. And then all of Tom Holland's hits. Homecoming is arguably S tier. Far From Home is probably an A tier. Honestly, it's probably the weakest one. And then back at it again with the white vans. The third one. The third Spider-Man movie.
See,
So
I was going to rate it as an overall A, because out of the 8 films, I would argue that 6 of them are at least a B and up. At least 2 of them are more C tier, but I would say that they are way more strong than they are weak. So I would actually rate them up a little bit higher.
I would agree with Kat a little bit and say that they're an A minus.
Yeah, A minus.
So
like they just made it. It's like a 90 or a 91.
Yes, it's an A minus.
90.0.
Because, like you said, Tom picks this up, like
tremendously.
Just picks it up, like, bruh. The way they did the Vulture in his movie, dear Lord, that alone.
But nothing else, No Way Home was a redemption.
Yes.
For
Andrew
and Toby's Spider-Man, and how they kind of fell off. With that one movie, it has now elevated everything. Like I can't speak for you guys, but I did go see this in the theater opening weekend. And
my wife got COVID.
The crowd was, of course, nothing can ever touch like Infinity War and Endgame, like in the theater experience. But this was pretty freaking high up. And that scene where, and don't come at me for spoilers, because these movies have been out for a long time now. Y'all should have watched it.
Right.
Andrew Garfield saving MJ.
Yes.
In No Way Home. automatically elevates now Andrew Garfield's films because he gets that redemption that we thought that he was going to get with that third that third Spider-Man movie that just didn't manifest. So for that alone, it's bumped everything. Like it's helped. What do they call it when somebody does so good on a test that they take
the bell curve?
Thank you. Like the bell curve has just gone up on all of the other ones because of how good. Because I thought Far From Home was also the weakest of the Tom Holland films. I really didn't enjoy that film at all.
I enjoyed Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah, and he was amazing. Mm-hmm.
I didn't like him.
Oh, that's fair. No,
but this is again like perspective, and I respect that. I respect that you enjoyed his performance, and it did. For me, it was the weakest of his films, and I think that would bring it all down. But No Way Home was such a beautiful homage to all of the men that have played Spider-Man that I can't even give it a B. It has to be an A. What a beautiful way to bring it all moment, the way to close all those loops so beautifully and let everyone have their moment and resolving their Spider-Man. I think that was really beautiful. So yeah, definitely an A for me.
Okay. I cannot fault any of our logic on this.
He's wrinkling his nose at me.
I'm really struggling. All right, I'm going to agree for now, but I do want to come back to that because what I was trying to do is I was trying to rate them as a series first and then bring them all together. Like I think we all appreciated what Tobey Maguire did. Once again, I think it really comes down to whether or not you like the first or the second one. You might like them both, but generally you like one more than the other. Mm-hmm. I would rate the first one a B.
We're gonna let you get your piece in. Don't keep going.
No, actually, no. You know what? I would give it an A. The reason why I would give it an A is because Willem motherfucking Dafoe. Willem Dafoe. Oh my God. I forgot. Thank you so much for being patient with me. So Willem Dafoe, A. B for me for Otto Octavius, but but then the third one is straight F. It's just straight F. So 2 A's.
No argument here.
A B, maybe C, right? Andrew Garfield's movies were B and D. Yeah, no, I feel okay putting A minus, if not B, 100%. It's so much. It's so much. I need the third movie for Andrew to come out. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
We can update this when or if that movie comes out.
Okay.
All right. Next up on the list, Resident Evil.
F. Immediately fucking F. Immediately fucking F.
Minus
fucking
no
F.
way.
Minus fucking F. Y'all out your mind. I remember we had this fucking conversation. Yeah, we had this conversation about a year and some change ago. The movie makes no fucking sense. They keep reneging or retconning the movies in the first couple of minutes of each additional movie, and it makes no god. First, there's the Red Widow, then there is no Red Widow. Alice has a bunch of clones, but then she kills them all. They get killed all, and then they brought back. Then the virus, then there isn't a virus, and then somehow when it was supposed to begin years later, it started like an hour later. F. Immediately F. Back then, I told you it didn't follow the games. Fuck the games. The movie itself, the plotline makes no goddamn sense. And that director didn't give a fuck, but he got a check. F. Minus F. Double minus F.
Mila Jovovich, none of this applies to you personally.
No. Or technically it does to your husband because he directed them.
I'm talking about the story. The acting, you can say whatever you want. The story is trash. Okay, my daughter could write a better story. Okay, she can read. She can't write yet. Okay, she could probably tell me a better story.
As much as I want to fight for them, yeah, no. After the first one, no. I can't even defend it. I can't.
Y'all trolled me last year or the year before, whatever it was, and it was like, "Oh, this is a good movie if you're high." And I mean like stoned out your mind, because this will break you out of your mind. This is a minus F. I'm gonna stop talking. Go ahead.
Damn. Cat, anything in defense of Resident Evil?
No, why would I do that? He's right.
So all we have to agree on now is F or
minus F. Minus F.
Jesus
minus
Christ.
F. And
really?
You know what?
Minus F.
Hear me out. It's not because we have certain movies that should not just be made. It was just horrible.
Mhm.
I put it minus F because although it is fun to kind of like just turn your brain off and watch the lights, the strobe lights on the screen and pixels dance around, um, when you actually start paying attention to things and you follow it canonically the story, it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. If it made sense, I would
Oh,
bump it up to F. If
I know,
it's
I know
Now,
why.
does
I
the
know why
film?
they
I'm
followed
sorry,
the
not the film.
formula for House of the Living Dead. That's the problem.
Did the games make sense?
God, the
no,
games, Resident Evil,
no,
yes,
no, the
yes,
games, yes, but House of the Living Dead, there was no
no.
story. It was
There was
No,
it
no, no.
shoot
I was
zombies.
asking about Resident Evil because I've
oh
never
hell yeah,
played the game.
oh hell yeah.
Yes.
Arguably, the worst Resident Evil right now, I think, is Resident Evil 6, where it became more Call of Duty. But all of the Resident Evils are canonically correct and they make sense. The only difference now is I think Resident Evil 8, which is the werewolf one. Chris looks like totally different. It's like 7 and 8. They look different character models. That's about it.
Yes. And then they got superpowers.
That was 5 with him and Sheva when he was punching the rock. So yeah,
Yeah.
but it makes sense. Like here it is, they got bit and scratched by zombies. Or like those green herbs had to do something for them. Okay,
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
so I'm just saying. But yeah, no, the games made sense. This did not. Are there some games that don't make sense too? Yes, but not like this. They're not that many.
Okay. All right. Next on the list is a fan favorite, the Blade trilogy.
C.
What was that, ma'am?
C.
I disagree. A.
Ooh.
Hey, third
Ooh.
one.
I hear you, which is why I dropped it down. So let's look at the first one, and I'm gonna probably watch it again because I've been feeling to watch Blade. The first one, can we all agree, is an S tier movie?
Yes. Ooh,
You
she
got
does
the
not agree. Ooh, hold
okay.
up.
You got
Okay.
the
I would give it an A. I don't think I would give it an S.
okay. Fine. What about the
Are you
second one?
looking at it from when it came out, or are you looking at it from the way it looks now, looking back
It
at
has
it?
nothing to do with the visuals.
Okay.
I think that the first Blade suffers from not everyone putting their whole ussy into it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
for me,
I don't agree, but I hear you.
no, and that's fair. That's
Mhm.
fair. Because like again, I'm still giving it an A,
Yeah.
especially for what it is. It is really well, but like the actress that they had play his mom, all the scenes surrounding that backstory, and even Stephen Dorff, to me, like
Mm-hmm.
I never got fully invested, right? Now with the second one, I did. The
Okay.
second one, it felt like everybody was in it the same. Do you know what I mean?
No, okay. So I think especially if to kind of piggyback on what you're saying, if you were to compare the first to the second one, it's easier to put the second one in the S tier than in the first one because you're comparing it to greatness. Because the second one, we definitely got invested. Remember that girl died at the end. It felt like, oh my God, all the vampires are gonna die. There was a story, dialogue. I get it. For me, I can agree with you for like keeping the first one in A territory versus B, C, and other D. So I think for me personally, both movies are S tier because they just went up to each other. Blade for me, the first movie was a light story. Here it is. We get an origin. We understand what he does. He overcomes literally a god. Whistler died. Whistler died. Whistler died. We found out his mom traitorous, and it was just like so many good things. It was funny, it was serious. Wesley Snipes, best thing of his life visually. I mean, everybody remembers the club. You was just singing the anthem. I don't even know what she said when he came to it was just amazing. So it was like a really good starting point. If you said it was an A, I agree with you. But if you said it's an S, I still agree with you because it could fall either way. That said, the second one, Annie ups it. And it's great dialogue, great action, great visuals. Although that CGI, that fight scene at the end, all right, come on. But it was for the time. It was for the time, right? The
and
third
you
one,
can't hold it to today's standards.
right?
For the
I don't think
time
they
that it
had
came out,
cables.
it was And that one, the second one is the favorite of all of them for me.
Fair enough.
I don't disagree with you. I just feel like the cast itself, aside from Wesley Snipes and even Chris Christopherson, because I felt like his portrayal was exactly what I would expect it to be.
Yeah.
We're almost phoning it in, but it's been a long time since I've watched it, so
No, it's
I'm
fine.
not fighting hard on that. But to me, it was just like that level of, I don't care how bad a movie looks, if everybody is like all in for it, even if it's a bad movie, you really enjoy it more when it feels like the people that are in it are like they know what it is and they're giving it all anyway. And
Like
I
Sam
just
Raimi
don't.
movie.
Yeah. But I just didn't feel that way about the first one, but I still rated it an A.
Okay. So that said,
the
right?
second one is an S, and the third one is an F minus, which is why I put it.
I don't know if I would give it S minus.
And see, and here's where I have to differ on that.
Okay.
I love Blade 3. Blade Trinity was an absolute madhouse of a movie, because it literally took Blade and turned it into this campy vampire. Triple H with the vampire Pomeranian. Come on, that was so stupid. It was hilarious.
Also, who bit the dog?
Right?
Who bit the dog? Nobody wants to talk about that. In America, you can't do anything to kids and dogs in movies, okay?
Somebody bit that dog.
Can I bite that dog?
Can I bite that dog?
All right.
I love Blade Trinity.
Let's rate Blade Trinity. I'm gonna go with you, Reginald. Where would you put Blade Trinity on this list? S, A, B, C, D, F. No,
Blade Trinity is B.
No,
because I understood what they were doing. They made it campy.
B.
That's why they put Van Wilder in it. So it would be just, they let you know from the gate what this was gonna be.
Like, you remember not Reno 911. What's the New York City series?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yes, and he goes bone, like B, like B is strong. B is strong. I don't know if I agree with that, but I hear where you're coming from. Kat, can you bring us back to life, back to reality?
I said, what did I say? C?
You said minus F at first.
You said minus F.
No. For the third one.
Oh, for the third one?
You mean for the third one? Okay, so the things that you love about the third one is everything that I hated about it. What I loved about Blade, and this is coming from a perspective that means the least of all of us in the room right now. They made him so badass and entrenched in this really life or death situation, which, and I really bought into it for the first two films. And then the third one kind of felt like a joke, and like they weren't honoring the people in the material the way that they should have. It's like they undercut all the badassness that they gave us in the first two to make and put Van Wilder in it. And I think I know that I am in the very tiny minority of people that aren't a huge fan of Ryan Reynolds or his humor. But I was really disappointed, and I was excited for it. I was excited for another Blade film, and I felt like I didn't get this. I felt like I got the Spaceballs of Blade films, and that's why I rated it as low as it did. But again, this is from, like I said, the least important person in the room as far as
we are all equally as a character.
You better stop. Okay.
No, but you know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to be respectful of the fact. Like for me, it was like I recognize that there's a ton of things that are me coded, and there aren't a ton of things, especially back then, that were coded with a black leading actor, and them being a powerful badass, and just being, the hero. And I feel like this third movie was almost, I don't want to say a mockery, but it felt like cheap. I felt this way about.
Would you say it felt like a blaxploitation version of Blade?
I don't know enough about the formula of that to be able to say that for sure, but it felt like they didn't take it. They didn't treat it as respectfully as they did the first two films.
Yeah, it was a money grab. No, it's a money grab. It's not black exploitation because black exploitation is generally thought out, and it's either fully comedic or it's as comedic as they think it could be. Like you look at "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker," that is gold. Harlem Nights, gold.
Those are great movies.
Coming to America. And these are classics for a reason. Black exploitation saved Hollywood. But we'll get to that.
But I also feel like in this third, the Blade film, like they took the leading status away from him. It wasn't about him in the way that the first two were.
Yeah, no, it was no wonder it was.
And they were like heavily focused on like other characters and their stories. And I love Parker Posey, and I thought, what's her, Jennifer?
Just Jennifer Beals.
Is it Beals? I was going to say Jennifer Beals, but then I thought that was the girl from Flashdance. So Jennifer Timberlake, whatever her name, Jessica Biel. Jennifer Beals is from Flashdance. Okay, Jessica. I was excited to see her kind of like do something different, but it just felt like this wasn't a Blade movie. Like he was a bit part, and it wasn't. It was too heavily on the comedy, and it didn't work for me. And I apologize in advance because I'm a mess explaining.
No, you're fine.
That's why, to me, it just felt like disrespectful to Blade, which is why it was so great to see him in the Deadpool film. But it also, to me, explains why Wesley Snipes and Ryan Reynolds did not get along on Blade Trinity. Just my own opinion, because I can't imagine how he must have felt coming into what was supposed to be.
So they dispelled that.
Yeah, they did.
They dispelled that.
That's been their ploy for this last 20 some odd years.
They've been faking it?
Yes.
Are we sure about that?
They said it themselves.
They both said it.
But are we sure about that?
Listen, money will make a lot of things go away. But they said no, they played off it.
I'm sure the Deadpool paycheck was great. But his scenes in the Deadpool movie, to me, felt more like the first two Blades than Blade. The third movie felt like Blade.
Well, right now, if they were bad friends, they're definitely good friends now because Ryan Reynolds is trying to petition for another Blade movie.
Yep.
Currently, or Wesley Snipes to take over the Blade movie that was supposed to happen. And what's his face? The guy who did the guy who did X-Men animated series.
Mr. Troubleman.
Mr. Troubleman, allegedly. They have a great script that he talked about that could happen. So, let's wrap this up real quick. Here's because I was letting y'all talk. I was letting y'all cook. I would give Blade Trinity an C. I would give the overall series an A or a B. For me, 1 and 2 are S, right? And then you have a C that either brings it down to an A, but if you don't feel that the first one is an S, so you got an S, A, and a C. That brings it down to a B, I think. It's a high B plus, A minus. Me personally, the Blade series, the first two are so good that you have to put it as A and forget the third one. It's like Alien. It's honestly like Alien. The first 3 series, not everything afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So
if we're just focusing on the first 2, then yes, I would rate it much higher. I would put it at an A. I would put it at an A.
Overall, between the 3 of us, A minus, because all 3 of them are an A for me.
So we got A minus, and Kat. What do you think for the Trinity? I just want to make sure for all 3.
I'll defer to you, fine gentlemen, and also give it an A.
But if you didn't defer, where would you put it?
Speak from your heart.
Speak from your
heart. Did. I said it was a C.
Oh, all 3? Oh.
If I'm looking at it as a collective, then yeah, because I would put the third one at an F minus, so that would bring the score
way down.
Way down.
We need Virgie for this one. All right.
No, we don't.
She's like, I don't want that argument.
Okay.
I do not want that argument.
I just want it to be fair. I think it's an A or B. That's where I would put it. Honestly, I would put it as A. A, honestly.
All right. So the next series, they're not as beloved, but I want to get them done, but we have to speed run them because we're trying to get this done. So up first is the Rocky series. All 6 movies.
There's 6.
Yes, there's 6.
He lost to Apollo. Apollo died. He killed the guy. and then everything else doesn't matter. Let's be real. It doesn't.
You're right. It doesn't.
It lost its appeal. I'm going to give it a C, and I think it still belongs to a D. And don't get me wrong, I would argue the first two. I don't think they were ever S tier movies.
No,
I don't think. And this is not me trying to be like Creed was an S tier movie, because I think Creed has definitely hit A, but never S. I don't think any of these boxing movies at the moment have hit S tier. However, we cannot deny the impact Rocky has had on movies and the culture. That said, if we're giving both Rocky 2 an A, everything else is at least the C. At least, you know what I'm saying? So
except Rocky 4, that one was that pivotal one when that Cold War was going on. I give that one at least a B.
I would give. I don't remember watching any of them except for Rocky 4, and my biggest takeaway from Rocky 4 is that I still to this day use "if he dies, he dies"
right,
in almost daily vernacular. So for that, I will put Rocky 4 at a B. The rest of them, I mean, I hear they're all right. I know that there's one where he yells "Adrian," like I know that.
Wait, the first one he lost to Apollo. The second one he beat. The third one, isn't the third one when Apollo died?
No. Third one is Clubber Lang. That's Mr. T.
Oh, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He dies at the beginning of the fourth one, right?
Yes.
Fourth one, yeah. I stand by it. C. Maybe, if anything, maybe.
I won't argue that. Like I wouldn't even know where to rate it because, like I said, I only remember watching.
Yeah. C.
Yeah, Rocky 5. I regret watching, and I didn't watch Balboa.
Okay, move on.
All right,
See it up.
Indiana Jones. All 3 movies.
I've never been a fan of Indiana Jones.
Ooh.
I've never been a fan. So for me, it's D. I understand that they have some great scenes where the guy brings out the whip, hiya, hiya, and he just beautiful. There was some great lines. A lot of people like it. I remember the father. I remember the game when you used to lose and be like, I lost him. Whatever, Sean Connery or whatever. I would give Indiana Jones a C just off of nostalgia. But for me, they didn't do anything for me. You know.
Okay. I would rate it with all 4 because the Crystal Skull. Oh dear Lord, that hot mess. I would give it a B- because first one, that's a B. Second one, that's a B. Last Crusade is definitely an A+, S- because that was peak Indiana Jones.
Really?
And Crystal Skull is an F.
Okay.
Because they had to go and put aliens in it.
I'm gonna leave that to you. Listen, Lara Croft. All right, go ahead next. Wait, Cat, you didn't vote.
This is a tough one for me because the nostalgia for this film runs pretty deep, but objectively, what did you give it?
I would have to say with all 4, it's a C+.
Yeah.
Wow, I said C. Look at me. Trash.
Well,
Trash.
You yelled D at first anyway. All right. So another one where the first one's good and the other 2 should not have been made.
I have no
the
problem.
Crow series.
Oh my God. I think the first one was dope. 22 Hours of Pain, whatever that was. Whatever. 21. And then unfortunately he passed and his son took over. And then are we including the third one?
Yeah. The one with Edward Furlong. I didn't even know they made that.
You know they came
I watched that one. It's Kirsten Dunst.
No, that's Tara Reid in the third one. The second one is Kirsten. With Eric who the hell is Eric Mobius? What?
See, that tells you what I know. Because I did watch that because I remember Kirsten Dunst because her lips are sewn shut at some point.
Well, you also have to include the fourth one, which came out with Eric Skarsgård.
No,
can we also include the TV series that had Mark Dacascos in it?
I never watched it.
Iron Chef America.
Yeah, I watched it a little bit.
Okay, so if we're gonna just do the third one,
movies.
Did we watch? Did anyone watch the fourth one real quick? Anyone watch the fourth one?
Yet.
Okay, so just the 3. We'll just do the 3.
Just the 3.
I'm gonna say overall D.
Agreed. It's beginning to look a lot like Demas. That's where the
I
movies
do
will
not disagree
stare.
because the first one, yeah, that's A. The other two, I don't remember watching number two, but I know I watched it and I didn't even know the third one was a thing until they talked about the new one and said the fourth one. And I was like, the fourth one?
I just want to let you know that when you pull up the crow, the image you have for it, right? The third one, which is the one you're on right now, I believe, that guy looks like Sting.
That's they're all Sting looks like the Crow. That's the whole thing.
No, but he
Right.
looks like
Crow.
Sting.
Oh, he looks like Sting.
Yeah.
Oh, you looks like the guy who actually is Steve.
Yeah, it looked like like
Oh.
if you didn't tell me that was an act, I would have thought, oh, they brought WWF. Is it F?
That's
No,
Edward
that is
Furlong
actually
from
Edward
Terminator
Furlong from
2.
T2.
Anyway, so let's move forward.
All right, next up we have the what the hell name? The monster movie of Harry Potter things.
Oh,
Oh, the
Fantastical Beasts.
Yeah, there we go. That one, Fantastical Beasts and Where to
D.
Find Them trilogy.
D. They
Ooh.
did nothing for me. D.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, okay.
A lot of
Are you-
promise, nothing.
This is
Not
true.
even a lot of promise.
Dude,
They did this full-on pivot from what the stories were supposed to be to turn it into like the prequel with Dumbledore and
Voldemort and his
not Voldemort.
Dumbledore's brother.
Albus.
No, not his brother.
Reginald.
Oh, Johnny Depp's
Anyway.
former character. Yeah,
Just throwing
That.
names out there.
yeah. that.
Hippopotamus.
Hypotenuse.
Give the story. Plus, like they made up this whole thing for American music and music magic, and they came up with our names as Nomad. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, she was just getting lazy. Listen, anyway.
All right.
We already
Ladies
talked
and
about what she
warn
did.
me.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe quadrilogy.
F.
Yeah, because as someone who read the books, Prince Caspian, I read all the books. The books were way better. I understand Aslan is the god, but the way they
Jesus
did the
name.
movies didn't make any sense for me, and I was just like, I'm over this.
The
So if
way
it's-
that these books were an allegory for religion
oh
was
yeah,
already off-putting for me with the whole. I don't know. Like we can get into the theology of this another day. I can write a
Yeah.
whole ass dissertation. However,
I'll join you.
trying to make this into like family films was just
You know, there's a lot of death in it. You know what? Never mind.
bad take.
All right, we will leave that there. All right, we already did the original Planet of the Apes, but now we need the new Planet of the Apes with Caesar. Apes strong, one ape weak.
I have no rating for these because I have not watched a single one.
Oh,
So the first one was dope, arguably an A. They didn't bring the guy back. B was when the third one was when they went to war, when they brought Woody Harrelson and everybody died.
yes.
What is the second one? Do you remember the second one, Reginald? Dawn? Oh, yeah.
It's been so long. Once again, the first two movies, I remember the first one vividly because I watched it. The second one, I watched it, and I was like, what the hell did I watch? Then the third one, I didn't even watch yet. And the fourth one, I haven't even watched yet. The fifth one, I haven't even watched yet.
That's too many. That's
B.
Too many.
I'm gonna give it a
that's too
B.
many ape movies.
I'm gonna give it a B. I'm gonna give it a B because the fifth one, the fourth one just recently came out. I didn't watch that. The first one was a great one. I think it was great how it happened. The second one I can't remember, which is bad, but I remember the third one. And if the first two are A's, the third one is definitely a C. And the only reason why it's a C is because of the cop out at the end. But aside from that, I don't think they knew how to end it properly, honestly. So I'm gonna give it a B for now. It could come. We can come back and do it all over again and review.
Okay. All right, and now for my sake, the original of this is my sacred cow. This is not my sacred cow because the first one, yes, I'm about it. Those last four, what in the ever-loving fuck was that?
What are we talking about?
Transformers.
Oh, F. No, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna give it a C.
Oh, okay.
So all five, even the last night. I'm sorry, not even the last night. What number 4 where they did the freaking Suicide Squad intro for the Decepticons? And I don't even know what happened after that because I didn't watch it after that.
I think they need one where everybody dies and don't come back. Like
Yeah, that's
We
not
already
bad.
had that. We call
For
that
trans-
Prime Day.
Oh no, not the animated one. For this one, for Michael Bay. Listen, you got to remember there was a movie with Bumblebee in it. Then they revamped Bumblebee. The first one I think was dope.
Well, we're not on those two. We're not on those two. This is just the first Bay movies, not the non-Bay movies.
How many Bay movies were there?
5.
Okay, D.
Can you zoom in so I can see the pictures a little bit better?
Do the thing, Reginald.
I cannot zoom in. Well, wait, I can't zoom in there, but give me a moment. You're gonna pop up there. Nope, we're down here. And oh wait, I don't have it there no more. I cannot zoom in, but I can tell you that it is Transformers, Dark of the Moon, Transformers Age of Extinction, Transformers The Last Night. Oh, I don't even remember anymore.
I believe it was one hot girl, one main actor, lots of product placements.
There's only one. There was one hot girl in number 1. She was kind of sort of in number 2, and then it was just dudes in numbers 3, 4, and 5.
I'm going to give this.
No, didn't Shia come back and he was dating Jason Statham's girlfriend in that one?
I don't remember. Like I
Foreign
said,
girl.
number
He was
3
working
was
in the-
there. Number 4, I stopped watching, and I didn't watch number 5 because I was still mad at number 4.
D. I said F, but you know what? I'm willing to give it a D.
Okay, Cat.
I said C.
See, it's gonna
And-
stay. It's got to
And
stay.
for me, okay, I really like the first 2. I'm not even gonna lie about that. I did like the first 2, and then
Who are you?
Rise of the Beast.
No, Rise of the Beast is the new one. So it's
But isn't that one of the? Isn't
Dark
that
of the
one of
Moon.
the Bay ones?
no the Rise of the Beast is not a Bay one.
Oh, okay.
It goes along with Bumblebee, the other not Bay one, because this is just the Bay verse of Transformers.
You know, I only watched, I
D.
think, the first
D.
few of
So
them.
it's Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, Age of Extinction, and The Last Night. So dinosaurs, Optimus Prime is a bad guy.
D.
I'm gonna keep it at C, and I'm going to tell you why. Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime,
I can't let the nostalgia get to me like that, though.
and
I have to
Hugo
look-
Weaving as Megatron.
I
I'm
understand.
sorry.
I'll give it a D plus then. D plus.
I have to keep it at a C just
Okay.
for that. Plus, I really
Okay.
did like the first few. At least
The first 2 were
few.
dope. The third one was trivial. 4 and 5 are trash.
I haven't watched 4 or 5, so I have no opinion on those. But Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime
Yes.
We
and Hugo
literally.
Weaving as Megatron.
we
That's
literally-
that bell curve I was talking about earlier.
Okay.
We talked about a snake oil movie. This is it. It's snake oil.
I don't disagree. It's still a C. I can't go lower than a C. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I will stick with the D plus on it because the bell curve went in the opposite direction for me.
Who are you?
Next up,
Who are you?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh,
All of them.
how many are
Hey.
there? 13?
11. 9?
A.
You are out of your mind. I love you to death. You are out of your mind.
9.
You,
There's 9.
you are wow. This includes the remake too, right? The
Yes.
reboot.
Freddy's Dead is right there.
F is for Freddy.
Ooh.
F is for Freddy. Let me tell you why.
Ooh.
The first one was arguably the best, and from what I understand, was it Wes Craven who did it?
Yep,
it was
Wes
Craven, yeah. Wes Craven was like, it was only supposed to be one. And when it comes to Hollywood and you only make one, Hollywood says, you know what we got? We got this check, baby.
We got this bag of money, Wes.
I don't have anything. Oh, we got this check, baby. You know what I'm saying? So the first one was dope. I think the second one was that Dream Warriors.
Yes.
Oh my God. Wasted effort. I'm going to give that a C. C. Yeah, 100%. Everything else was
Wait,
C.
I'm sorry. Dream Warriors was 3.
Okay, which one was the second one?
That one was I can't tell.
Oh, let me look this up because
Freddy's Revenge, I think. Yeah, Freddy's Revenge.
is that the one where he had the long elated thing?
Yes, the long puppet arms running down the hallway.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. C. C. Freddy versus Jason. F. It wasn't what it was hyped up to be. Even when remember whatever Friday the 13th movie, Jason goes to hell and Freddy grabbed the mask and we're like, oh, this is gonna be great. They're connected. Trash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. More C, more C, more F, more F. Actually, the remake was -F, and I was super excited for it. So I'm gonna give this series an F. If you say D, I'm okay with that. If you say C, what drug are you smoking?
No.
Because I need it in my life to function. No, I don't. I got a kid.
No.
D or F.
There's
only one good Freddy. Go ahead.
I can agree with D because they got super cheesy and they weren't supposed to be super cheesy.
Right, but then
because after the first two, it was because the first two were serious. This is horror. This is nightmare, and then the rest were like, it's a comedy.
It's a comedy horror.
What?
But then don't forget the stories don't make sense either.
Because they dissolved his body with holy water. How the hell did he come back for 5 more movies?
Wait, wasn't there also a nun who was like a superficial Jesus that came? Nah, F.
Yeah, that was when they dissolved his body with holy water.
Nuke that series. F in chat for this goddamn game. F.
Okay.
And you know what?
Right.
I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna start watching all the Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street movies from tonight after Agatha, and I'm gonna report back to you guys. And if it's a -F, expect to hear me next week. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Next up, the never-ending story duology. The never-ending story.
Oh, with that dog. Fuck that dog. See.
Before we go
dog
further, I do have to say that I've never seen the Freddy films. So.
Okay.
F. Super F.
Me saying an A was just really to see how that went over.
Love you to death, nonetheless. The never ending story. I never liked these films. I never liked that stupid dog dragon thing that had to get the shots. I don't care for it. I know everybody.
Oh, snap. Mayhem's gone.
Oh, my goodness.
I guess the internet did not like Mayhem talking trash on that sacred cow right there. So, Cat.
So, the never ending story. I watched it, you know, as a child, and I really liked the first one. The second one, I didn't like, but the first one, I think I was the right age and I was the right audience for this. It was only as an adult when I got my hands on the book, which as a kid, I didn't even know it was based on an actual book that you could read. And I read the book that I realized just how far from the plot the films were. And I haven't been able to watch the movies since then, but it was a film that was like a favorite of my children as well. So for that, I want to give it a higher rating, and also like rating it before I read the book, I would have rated it higher because, like I said, this is right into the niche of things that I love. But I think C is fair. I think C is fair.
Okay. I will say C plus because the first Never Ending Story, I've never read the book, so all I have to go on is the movie. It's wonderful movie. It's an A to me. The second one is a C. So yeah.
I think the first one did a better job dealing with grief and escapism and just like that whole coming of age part.
Yep.
And I think the second one turned into like I don't like Return to Oz, you know.
Yeah.
It was like it fell into that same kind of pitfall.
Yes.
But again, if you ever have the opportunity to read the book, which I would highly recommend because the books the book is very, very beautiful. They really lost the plot with these films, and having read it, I don't even want to go back and watch it, and I hate that because it was one of those things where like if I saw it, I'm like, oh, the never ending story, let me watch it. But now I can't even. But regardless, F. That whole Atreyu scene. Thank you.
Look, that scene has Gen X in a chokehold, and we understand why.
This is very much like Full Metal Alchemist with the daughter and the dog. This
Yes,
is what the Atreyu and was it Starfax?
yes, Starfax.
Very much the same.
Understandable, understandable. And now for the last two of the horror movies,
Oh,
the
thank God.
Amityville Horror Collection. I
I
don't even
think
know how many movies are in this. I just grabbed it. I'm like, hey, that looks all right. I've watched 3 of these since the 70s.
I don't remember anything past, I think, the first one. And the first one was okay.
First one was so. It's just I think I got tired because it was the same story. It's like, why do people keep moving to this damn house? It's like
Yo,
people keep dying in this house and people keep moving into it.
there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's more than 7.
Oh, is it including the one where they went and retconned it with the couple?
Yes, I think that's the Amityville Haunting that came out in
Okay.
2011. I think that's no, the Amityville Horror. That one I think was dope. That one I liked, but it's still basic. I'm gonna give this series because it has 3, 6, 9, 12 movies. I'm
Oh,
bugging. No, I'm sorry. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15.
oh, Jesus Christ!
And then one more, the Amityville Awakening. There was an exorcism. So
What?
16 movies of Amityville. You're gonna get an F from me.
Oh my
I'm,
God!
That's
Yeah, no.
you're gonna get an F from
too
me.
much.
How many?
Oh my! How do you tell the same story?
Well, technically, it's revolving around the same parameters. It's not the same story-ish, depending on which
The
one.
house is haunted. People move into it. People die. More people move into the house.
So it's an F. Yeah, I agree. So anyway, it's an F for me. It's an F for me, dog.
That's yeah, it's not for me, dog. All right, last up for this round of movie rankings, Mr. Michael Myers. Would you please stand up? This is going through all of them up into Rob a Zombie.
I just had this talk with a coworker the other day, and I still think the first one was good. I don't remember the second, third, or the Halloween H2O. I think Rob Zombie was the last one.
Last
Was that
two.
the one with Jamie Lee Curtis?
No.
With Halloween Kills? Okay,
No.
so then
Those were not Rob. Those are still in the vein of the original Halloween.
no.
And then
There's
Rob
there's
Zombie.
Halloween Kills. There's Halloween Resurfaces. There's Halloween Files his taxes. It's like a whole 3 thing. No, I'm dead serious. Okay, so Rob Zombie won.
Oh,
the first,
that's right. That's
right.
right. I forgot. So the last two were not on here.
Okay,
I forgot about those two.
It's 3. It's 3, bro. So anyway, Rob Zombie's first one is a classic. I think it's amazing. It's an S tier. It's arguably the best S tier Halloween. But the second part is trash. The second part, I don't understand. I don't understand how you're like, this is great food, but it's served on a trash can. Like, I don't get how you did this to me, Rob. I'm going to put this on an F. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry,
Cat.
and I'll tell you why. But I'm letting other people talk.
I thought you were going to tell us why.
No,
Where
I'm
was
sorry,
gonna
letting
let
other
you
people
go?
talk. Yeah.
Where would you put the entire Halloween series?
Okay, so as you all know, I'm a chicken shit, and I don't watch a ton of horror. I do not. However, I have seen Halloween 1, Halloween 2, and H20. So the 3 with Jamie Lee Curtis, aside from the most recent ones that come out.
Yeah.
Those 3 I really enjoyed. Halloween 2 is a continuation of Halloween 1. It picks up right where the first one left off. So it's like almost like an extended cut of the first one. And I would rate those at an A, B level, right? H20, I would put C, maybe D. I can't rate the other ones because I haven't seen them. But just based on those 3, I would put it at a C level, or like just based on those three, I would put it at a B. But knowing how you feel about the rest of them, I would drop it down to a C.
Reginald.
So overall, I will say it is a flat D. No plus, no minus. It's a D. Because once again, I enjoyed this movies, and then I'm like, wait. Once again, there's another dude in a mask that's walking everywhere, slaughtering everybody.
In a suburban
What?
town.
What? They hit him with a car. They dropped a tree on him. They dropped him on a pole. They set him on fire. They dropped him in a, and he keeps, nah, bro, this ain't, nah.
I honestly feel that more applies to Jason than Michael Myers.
That's what they did to this man in the later movies. They ran him over with an ambulance. The ambulance wrecked. They hit him in the head with a bullet. Man got up and walked away.
Yeah, but didn't she like cut off his head with an axe?
Yes, in one of them.
Like what
H2O.
happened?
She cut his head off in H2O with an axe, and then there was Halloween Resurrection, and he came back.
Oh, that's the guy where the guy took his. No, that was Jason. Sorry, I'm thinking the guy who ate his brain. That was Jason. Never mind. Listen, I love how we're coming together and trashing this movie. 2018 was Halloween. Then there's Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 movies.
Yes.
Let's give the first one and the first Rob Zombie an S, and everything falls down like Legos. When you push it over. This is a D. It's a D, and I think a D is being fair.
Yo.
I think a D is being very nice. It's an F for me, but I'll
generous.
I think it's super generous. Like, you didn't pay for that, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. Have a nice day, ma'am. Please.
like Five Guys fries. You didn't pay for all these fries, but you're going to get them.
Fair enough. Yeah, no. Rob Zombie. The first one is classic. Mm-hmm. The first movie, arguably classic. Everything else doesn't make any sense. It's like Freddy and Jason. There's Dream Warriors, and then Jason goes to space, and Freddy's like, hi, and everybody's like, we're gonna file our taxes here for all the machetes we use, and it's just like, wow, why am I watching this?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, snap! Hey, Nicole.
Too many cooks in the pot.
Hi, sweetie.
Good luck with this episode, because we went off on the deep end, but arguably so because whoa, child.
Did we finish?
I think we finished. Oh my goodness.
Oh, look at us.
This is all of them.
All right, so let's do a review of what fell in what grade.
Okay.
All right.
So we have the Marvel Universe stage
Infinity
1
Saga.
through 3, right? Is that?
No, this is just the Infinity Saga. Phase 1's here. Phase 2 is here.
Okay. So
yes.
Phase 3.
So the Infinity Saga, I didn't realize
Phase
that we had
3.
separated. Oh, I forgot that we had separated them. Okay, so that's just the Infinity Saga, Superior. No argument from me.
Mm-hmm.
And then from A, we have what are
Original trilogy, Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Marvel MCU Phase 1. Breaking and Breaking 2.
Mm-hmm.
The Mummy, all 3.
Yes.
And the Spider-Mans.
Okay.
Somehow.
I'm
That Spider-Man. That Spider-Man getting more than Blade bothers me. Racism is what I'm calling it. Racism.
Oh, yeah. Shut up.
I'm
joking.
I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I really do think that racism had a part to play in why the third Blade film was such trash to me.
Damn.
Sorry. Okay, and
we have you do a commercial.
So for B, we're starting with MCU Phase 2, which that's where it goes because it's only got one highlight movie and one good funny movie. And then we got Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit because I was being a jerk and didn't separate them. And then we've got all of Alien because Mayhem didn't actually like some of them, so they didn't
bullied us. Yep, I remember.
And then we've got Bond, James Bond, which was a hot topic at Colorado Springs Comic-Con because Joe wouldn't leave me alone about it. And then we just put in the Die Hard 5 series 1. And then we've got Blade Trilogy, Planet of the Apes, the first 3, not the last 2 or 3. And then starting at C, we've got all 4 Toy Stories because 4 just dragged it all down. Then we've got the Star Wars prequels, the Matrix trilogy, because right, or was it all 4? Nope, just the trilogy. No,
I
it was
mean,
all 4. It was all
if
4.
we include 4, ooh, it may
We
need to
did
go
include
underneath.
4.
It may need to
That's why
go.
it's so
No,
low.
I
It's 'cause we
think
include-
4 is why it's at a C.
Yeah, 4 is why it's at a C.
What? What? No,
Yes.
I'm gonna watch the
No,
episode.
I think that's how
No,
we got there.
I
But
think-
no,
no,
I'm now
no.
that I
I'm
reviewed all the
renegotiating.
ratings
Go review the
against
tape.
each other.
I'm renegotiating my contract
I
because
think we're gonna have
No.
to because I also agree that there are some that I'm looking at here. I'm like, how did this rate higher than that? But
the
I don't remember
second
what the
one,
arguments were. I think we were all giving each other some grace on some
the
of these.
third
But
one is
we're
worth a
moving
C
on.
by
All right,
itself.
moving on. So the
Rocky,
Rocky series,
Indiana
also
Jones, the
C.
Never Ending Story, all
Indiana
C.
Jones, all 4 movies, C. Never Ending Story, C.
Lower.
The D list, Star Wars sequel, because trash. Friday the 13th, D. Major League 1, 2, 3, D. Planet of the Apes original 7 movies, D.
Lower.
American Ninja, D.
Lower.
Crow, D.
Lower.
Magical Beast, D.
Meh.
Transformers, D.
Lower.
Halloween, D.
Super lower.
And F, Shin,
Fine.
whatever. Twilight, ugh.
Lower.
Avatar, Scorpion King,
Lower.
Lion Witch in the Wardrobe,
Lower.
Nightmare on Elm Street,
Lower.
Amityville Horror.
Lower.
And then the special category that I made just for the bad movies, minus F, G.I. Joe, and Resident Evil.
Super low. Can you make a minus F and put Resident Evil in there?
We need minus F. Minus.
Listen, I'm not a Resident Evil apologist at all, but I feel like some of the movies that were rated higher belong in that minus F more than Resident Evil.
Let's bring Burgie back and let's go over this.
No, absolutely not. He snooze, he lose.
I'm telling
There
you,
you
some
go.
of these movies, I will definitely have to go watch it. Sorry, I'm at Disney. Oh, enjoy. I hope you're having a
Oh,
great
have fun at
time.
Disney, babe.
Nice.
Yeah, nah. Some of these movies, we got lucky.
Well, look, that's why that I have it set up the way I do. They can be moved any which way they need to.
Man, this was dope. We should probably do like some series or something.
Yeah, maybe not with this many though, because this is a long time.
Look, I asked for 4 from each of you, and then I just threw a bunch of stuff in there to throw you all off.
So it was you. Gotcha. As long as
Oh,
it
yeah,
wasn't
it was
us.
totally me. It was totally me.
Okay. All right. Man. Kat, you heard him.
It was me. Well, anyway, thank you both for showing up. Burgie, we know you're busy because
Yes.
you're being run ragged, and we're sorry. But we miss you. And we'll let you go over this list and tell us how bad we messed up, and that's okay. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you
The
for
list
watching.
ain't moving though.
Thank you for watching. And we'll end on Mayhem's favorite thing. Mayhem, tell me something good that happened this week.
I thought you forgot. Oh,
Of course I didn't.
Yay! I love this. Wow, the first time I have to actually think of something first. So the one of the greatest things is I got to pay all my bills. Like I had to pay
You
my
sound straight
bills.
up like an adult right there.
Listen, tomorrow morning I have to get up early and bring this kid to school. 45 minutes on the road because of traffic. We found a really good part, so I'm really happy about that. But one of the greatest things that happened is miss you too, Reginald. I really got to enjoy talking about future stuff. My birthday is coming up. We got some plans, so I'm really happy about that. The great thing that happened to me is my daughter trolled me, and it was a good. It was a dope way. I'll tell you guys off the air, but that's it. That's my dope thing.
All right. Kat,
She's got rhythm.
what's a good thing for you that has happened this week?
Oh gosh.
All
I'm-
the love.
Oh, thank you.
Oh wait, real quick. I don't want to trample on your moment, but it's a. You know what? I'll wait because you know what? I don't want to do it, but I do want to make an announcement after you finish, Reginald. Sorry.
For me this week, it has been a trying week, and anyone who knows what's going on, I appreciate everyone that has been supportive. But I am super grateful for, as always, the people in my life, especially my children. My daughter joined the color guard a couple weeks ago, and to see her be so excited and practicing in the backyard and wearing her costumes, and she practices every single day at school and then comes home and practices some more, and she has competitions on Saturdays. They're doing parades and things. They're going to go with nationals in Allentown, Pennsylvania. But to see her like blossom in this group and make these friends and be part of something and really be passionate about it in a way that she hasn't been up until now, that's really been wildly amazing for me. So that's definitely
Yay.
been the win of the week.
Yay.
Very nice, very nice. And for myself, it's the fact that my wife has gotten over COVID for the fifth time.
Woo!
For the fifth time, she's gotten over COVID. I don't know how she keeps getting it, and I don't, because even when she has it, I still sleep in the bed next to her. But it's
Respectfully,
weird.
have her send her
And
blood to the scientists so that we could study to make better better vaccines, because shout out to her altogether. Go ahead.
I guess, but yeah, she got over COVID for the fifth time, and we're getting things worked out for her pain management, and she's going forward with that. We're going to get it to where she's less in pain so she can do more, because she does not like this life that has happened to her where she can't do stuff. She hates it, and I don't blame her. And those are my good things.
Nice. So
All right, so what is your announcement, Mayhem?
real quick, we try to stay out of the political things, but obviously if you want things to change, please go out there, please vote, do your research, stop listening to biased news and biased people, biased articles, websites. Make your own decision. And even if you don't agree with whatever candidates, not just with the presidency, but also within your district as well, at least vote for the lesser of two evils. Voting is the least you can do, and it's how. And I'm just gonna say this: if it wasn't so important, people would not go out their way to sway it so much.
They
would
wouldn't
not
go out
be
their way
so
to
many scandals.
stop you from doing it.
Right. There's like they're trying to do so much to stop you because it is important. Because if you did find, let's just say, the truth, whatever that may be for you, you would vote not necessarily toward the people who are trying to stop you and stay in power and collect money. That's not being political, just being truthful. Vote for what you think is right. Go for the lesser evils. We need change. That's all I'm saying. Whatever that may be, look out for you. Hopefully, we're all on the same page. The second thing is, please reach out to your peoples, your friends, your family who have been affected by the hurricanes, because it has been one after another, and it is just wow. I don't want to say I briefly mentioned it. I mentioned it last time. They're still rescuing people. I'm going to say they're still finding bodies. Okay? If you can help out, please help out in any which case that is comfortable for you, but please reach out, let these people know they're loved, and just do what you can, because it's easy to stay in our bubble of a state, city, town, and not worry about anybody crossover until it happens to you. Thank you very much. That's the end of my talk.
Beautifully said.
Thank you both for joining me tonight. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 4-Letter Nerd signing off. It is a Hyro Geek X Unlimited production. We'll see you next week. Oh, yeah.